But we're getting some breaking news right here on Brass Tacks. Some of the members of the erstwhile G23 have met to chalk out their plans for the upcoming presidential elections of the Congress Party. Sources have confirmed to CNN News 18 that they have decided to put up a candidate. Shashi Tharoor may contest. Remember, Mr. Tharoor had met with Sonia Gandhi earlier today, but he will make up his mind only after testing waters. Remember, Jairam Ramesh, in fact, has responded by saying that anybody who wants to contest is free and welcome to do so. Nobody needs anybody's nod to contest. Pallavi Ghosh is breaking that story for us. Pallavi, so what are the chances that Shashi Tharoor might actually be the first serious candidate to throw his hat in the ring to be the next Congress president?
Very, very high chance, Zaka, and I think there would be a clarity on this in a day or two because 24th is when the nomination begins. And he is, of course, been consulting with many of the members of G23 and even otherwise. And what I certainly pick up is that he did ask for an appointment with Sonia Gandhi. But as Jairam Ramesh told me, that no one requires anyone's permission. It's going to be a free, open, transparent election. And anyone who wants to contest can actually contest the elections. So I would say it's highly likely that Shashi Tharoor is going to be contesting the elections. But also what I'm picking up really, Zaka, is that G23 leaders, at least some of them have met, and they too are planning to put up a candidate. And the logic behind that is very simple. And the logic is that if we have raised question marks over the lack of organization in elections, then we need to prove our point by contesting the elections. So there is likely to be a G23 candidate as well contesting elections. Incidentally, Zaka, before I toss back to you, Shashi Tharoor also was one of the original signatories to that letter which was signed by the G23 to Sonia Gandhi.
And very quickly, so if that is the case, that G23 candidate is either Mr. Tharoor or someone else, and if that person is going to be a serious contender, then where does that leave the other camp? Does that mean either Rahul Gandhi himself decides to run, given these 4 state resolutions that have been passed, or the Gandhis nominate somebody else who then will have to go and file his or her papers?
Well, again, what I'm picking up from top sources within the Congress party is that, and something which Madhusudan Mistry also told me, and he's a chief electoral officer, that we are not going to be influenced by the resolutions, which means that despite a public sentiment within the Congress party that Rahul Gandhi should become the president, it does not necessarily mean that Rahul Gandhi will become the president, or he's also going to be filing his nomination papers. As of now, the sense we get is that Rahul Gandhi himself remains reluctant to contest elections. But, this is something we'll have to play by the year. There's a possibility of more than 1 or 2 people filing their nominations. And I think Jairam Ramesh has made it very, very clear that in case there are more than one candidate, of course, there's going to be an election. So no one is looking at consensus at this point of time. At least Sonia Gandhi certainly isn't.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Pallavi Ghosh, we'll leave the story there. But I want to open this up because